Good evening, everyone. It's time for the Saturday update on a Friday. Why are you doing it on a Friday, Mart? Well, because this week they've got this deal on this week, haven't they? Spend £10 before Friday night. I think it's before midnight, and get a fiver credit back on Saturday. So one or two people did ask me to do it on Friday, and I was going to do it anyway because if I wanted to submit mine on Friday, it means I've got to take everybody's crosses off and then put them back on for Saturday's average. So yeah, let's have a look at the average then, because we've had 18 crosses submitted this week, which is superb and a new world record. So thank you everybody for that. So yeah, here we are back on this week's picture. Look at this, one big cluster from our guys, as opposed to Monday's judging, which is likely to be one big cluster. Well, you know what I'm going to say. So let me draw a couple of lines here because it is quite a big cluster. So I'm going to go down to the bottom one there, and then another line up to the top one from there. Not a particularly widespread from the guy on the right hand side, is it? But it is veering off to his left, or our right, which makes sense because he is looking slightly to his left. So that there, the width there, is exactly what I would expect the judges to do. Even though, when you watch one of them, they guarantee that there's going to be one line over here and another line up there, and there'll be crosses all over the bloody place. But yeah, this spread from the left is quite controversial because there's quite a big gap between the top and the bottoms, but it's very evenly spread though. Personally, I think when I look at his eyesight, he's looking nearer the top of that cluster. Somebody said earlier on they think I've gone too high, but yeah, I'm not sure. Let's have a look at the average. So the average is 3231,556, which does sort of look okay, but I'm as far as left to right is concerned. But I'm still tempted to, when I look at this player on the left, I can't get past the idea that he's looking quite high. So I think I'm going to have to go, even though they never go too close to the edge, I'm going to have to go higher than the average. So where's my cross that I put on here Tuesday? It's sort of up and to the left. See it flashing by there? I know it's difficult because it's behind other crosses, but it's to the left and higher than the average. And I think I'm going to go further to the right and higher than the average. I'll draw some more lines later, but I mean, it's my own personal thing. I just think the average is too low. But of course, you've got to think about where are all the judges going to go. It's a tricky one. I mean, if I take these crosses out now, if I just remove these crosses and draw some more lines where I think it's going to be more likely, I think it is going to be further to our right than I'd gone the first time. So I'll go up through the average cross by there. But like I said, I can't get past this guy. He's definitely looking higher than the average. But that's to me, what are the judges going to do? So I think, yeah, I'm definitely going to go, I think, possibly in line with the average cross, but up higher. But I'm only doing 2 crosses anyway, and I've got a free cross this week because I finally, after about 5 or 6 weeks, made it back into the tiers. I'm in a bronze tier this week, so I've gone for the BMW X1, obviously, plus the 50 grand. So that's where we are this week. What do you guys think about this easy win competition? I mean, I like it. It's. I wouldn't go for the watch or the holiday, or I wouldn't necessarily go for the car either because is it cash with it? I can't remember. I think it's just a car. I would go for the £2,000 a month for a year, but it's got a bit of an odd name. Easy win, easy to enter perhaps, because it's a choice of 4 questions, 4 answers. What's the name of the fictional spy known as 007? So everybody knows this James Bond, obviously. But, I mean, it's easy to enter. and yet the competition's called Easy Win. Not convinced that's a good idea for the name. Anyway, waffling on a bit now.